Chris into
You get it right sometime. Hold on.
KDK.
Hold on.
KDK. I want to yield a lot of time to Chris. But before I do that, when we were introducing new members, and I don't think he's a new member, but he's certainly new because he moved, I think, from Pennsylvania down here. And that's Chris back there. Chris, welcome to Port Richey and the Gulf Coast Amateur Radio Club. I've heard you on the air, and the more radioactive you are, the better off we are.
Right.
Okay?
And Tom is a
And Tom?
no.
Tom is a, Tom, no, Tom has been a member.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Tom is studying for his general class license, right? So hopefully we'll have a new general among the ranks very shortly. Now I do have a few things to go through here real quickly, if I can do this, and then yield to Chris. I have had the pleasure of talking with Margaret, Al's wife, KJ4OEK's wife. Did I get your call sign at least right? Okay. I'm sorry. About forming a women's auxiliary. Is there anyone here that doesn't know what a women's auxiliary does within the club?
I don't.
Okay. A women's auxiliary is basically a group, an organized group of wives to the members, or girlfriends, and they assist the members in such things as fundraising. If we have events like field day or like the picnic that we had, they would be cooking. But I think one of the biggest things that the Women's Auxiliary does is helping us with fundraising. And Margaret, am I right with that, or am I not?
No, you're right.
Okay. Is there any more that the Women's Auxiliary would do other than fundraising and helping us do the cooking, like at events?
Whatever the club requests.
Whatever you request to do.
Okay. All right. So Margaret had, and correct me if I'm wrong with this, but you know, I believe you had spoken to Laura, guys.
Yes, and I have spoken to Steve's wife too.
And Steve's wife as well, and they are in favor, correct?
Yes.
So what we'd like to do is ask you guys to go home and talk to your other halves, your better halves, as they say, and get some feedback, see what they say, and maybe at the next meeting, you know, bring them down so that we can try to get this organized. Is that about right, Margaret?
Yes.
Okay, can we do that? Can we go home and talk to our other halves and see if we can convince them to come to the next meeting and you know, go from there? Do I have any feedback about this? Anyone want to say anything about the possibility of forming a women's auxiliary?
I really like the idea.
Good luck.
Need all the help we get.
We do need all the help we can get.
Pandora's box.
Okay. Did I do okay, Margaret, on that?
Yes, you did.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No.
Okay. Let's see here. Oh, by the way, I want to thank everyone who came to the picnic this past month. I think there were like 30 people that attended. It was a great day, a great place to have a picnic. And I personally really did enjoy being out in the fresh air and seeing all you guys. It was really great.
Speaking of picnics, I have an idea.
Oh,
Halloween.
Halloween.
The month of Halloween, the train has it's going. And I was thinking maybe.
Yeah, unless you get stuck on it.
It jumped
you
the
have to walk
track, we had to walk back.
Well, anyway, I was
It
thinking
jumped
I
it
was
3 times.
Thinking of another picnic.
Okay. Well,
Mr. President,
yes, sir.
I'd like to personally thank Barry for the wonderful job. he
Yeah.
did.
I'll have the tip jar at the next one.
Okay, there you go.
All right.
Tip jar.
Let's see here, I'm trying to do this real quick. Let's see. We have, before we talk about field day, Chris had spoken to me Saturday night about doing something with the 330. Chris, can you talk about that? What you were talking about Chris, the other Chris, or Mike, or somebody doing something with?
Currently trying to get, well, we're going to start with Pasco County. We're trying to get Pasco County linked up here. I've got the 88 repeater hooked up to a fusion room, and one guy up in Spring Hill has his repeater hooked up to the same fusion digital room. And with the more people we have, I should say, the more repeaters or nodes we have in the room, the more coverage we're going to have for the repeater, which means you can get on the 3.3 digital and come out in Dade City, come out in Spring Hill, come out in whatever the 3.3 covers. We also have a couple of guys on the West Coast that are looking to join up and merge a link. It won't be a 24-hour link. With whatever time they join in, they join in. But the thing is just to spread coverage. It was nice, last week I was able to drive from almost Lakeland all the way over to Hudson, and all I had to do was change the channel and talk to the same people. The one guy, Wayne, up in Spring Hill has his system connected to the Wires X as well as the digital reflectors, which, if any of you D-Star guys know, it's a nice add-on to have, to be able to drive around and navigate. But just an idea, we can point one of the remotes over at the 3.3 repeater, and you guys know what the coverage is on the 3.3. I believe it goes down into Tampa, pretty good. It goes down towards Pinellas a bit, and basically expanding the coverage. The repeater does not get used. I sit there with a radio on it, and there's no traffic. Just like a lot of the other local repeaters around here, it's really low traffic. So just an idea to throw out there if you hear any digital noise, any digital communications out there. Some of us have digital radios, and we'll definitely expand coverage of the 3.3. That's about it. Back to Mike.
All right, thank you. Does anyone have any thoughts on what Chris just said, pro or cons?
We try to be like Big Stick.
I'm recording, I can't say what I think about the big station.
I know, I'm asking, are we trying to be
We're
like
looking to
Big Stick?
expand the coverage of Florida. Right now, I want to start with Pasco, and we have some other stations. There's a guy in Jacksonville that also emailed me, wanted to know if he could leave his repeater in the room. I said, sure, go ahead. It would be nice to have new local, or not so local voices coming around. Meet a lot more people, a lot more exchange of ideas and information.
Chris,
And we all speak Floridian.
Yeah.
Chris,
Yes,
is there a way to have the digital and analog modes play nice with each other?
As soon as you decide to release the patch. That's what held me up for the past year before December 25th.
Okay,
You couldn't do this, you couldn't do that. Huh?
The patch would do what?
It will let the repeater go analog and digital into the network.
Translate
Yeah.
between the two?
Yes.
Oh, good, okay. It's one of the things we looked at early on,
Yeah.
is eventually having that capability.
I went out and bought the extra Wires X box, and it sits there on my shelf going, all I need to do is plug it into another radio, which I might get soon, and point it at the 3.3. I pointed it at the 3.3 before over the weekend, tested it. We had a couple of guys in Hillsborough and whatnot, check into it, and the coverage is pretty good.
Okay, well, I'm trying to understand that Xbox or whatever,
Yeah.
RX, no matter if you're analog or digital, will still receive it?
Right now, it's gonna be digital, because that's the way Yaesu has it until the next step of firmware
okay.
release, not even firmware releases, software releases.
Right.
No touching the repeater, just gotta update the laptop, put the new software on, and then we'll go.
Okay.
So no changes to anybody's radio, no changes to anything except, my thing would be my laptop, I put the new software on, and it should be able to read both ways.
Okay.
Any other questions?
I have one comment about the 3.3. I believe the new fusion repeater is working fine, but I think the 3.3 site still has some problems which existed previously. I've listened to a couple of nets and a couple of, these are analog, I'm talking about daytime conversations. People start out with good signals, and then suddenly they're chopping in and out of the repeater or very noisy, and then it reverts back to working well again. For a number of years, we've thought there's either an issue with the antenna system, or perhaps there's just some interference from other radios at the site. But I think there's still an issue with the site, not the new fusion repeater, but the site.
Yeah, all right, on that, I had to climb the tower and check the, I don't know, somebody said that that's not our antenna up there, that one that has a duplexer on it. I think it is our antenna. Nobody knows for absolutely sure. So,
Seems to me we talked about that before.
yeah, and somebody lost the duplexer that we were supposed to
Yeah, we did,
order.
didn't we? Don't go there.
If you find it, we'll make a day and we'll go over there and see about putting them up there.
Let me know again what you need, I'm just indoors, I haven't found it at this point.
Yeah.
I thought we brought it here and left it here, but I can't find it here,
Yeah.
unless one of our Hamfest duplexers is here.
I thought we decided to eliminate the duplexer and just, it was making connectors, it just connected.
Yeah, we don't know if that's our, and somebody said that's not our antenna, that has a smaller, looks like a 440, and the big one that has the,
On the other hand,
computer.
if we do have two antennas, we can put our 440 over that location.
Yes.
Yeah. But, that's what we're thinking, is that duplexer splitter up top that went bad. That's, we were thinking that's our antenna. Somebody said, no, it's a ground plane on the other side. Don't know. We'll have to, investigate it over there.
All right. For those of you that don't know, the trustee to the WA4GDN call sign is Steve. So Steve, you're the trustee. You got any thoughts on this? Is this okay with you, or how do you feel about all this?
Well, when we first started looking at the fusion repeater, it was for two reasons. One was it was a steal. We had two really old repeaters and an opportunity to replace them with something brand new for next to nothing. I mean, $500 a piece. Now we got three of them. The 6.7, the 3.3, and then we've got one for the 440. The other thing we looked at was, as they advertised, being able to transmit analog here to digital, or digital here to analog, not just analog to analog, digital to digital. That's not all in place at this point, as Chris pointed out. Once that's in place, then I think we'll have a much greater capability than we do even at this point. The only thing I'd be concerned about, and Chris can probably answer this very easily, since we do support Aries Races for emergency communications with 6.7 and 3.3, primarily the 6.7, but also with the 3.3. Is there any issue about switching it to where we don't have any kind of issue with anybody else coming in from someplace that isn't aware of us having a problem.
Shutting it off, what? What do you mean?
I want to take the 3-3 and use it strictly for areas races for our communication. I don't want anybody else coming in. Is there a nice way to do that?
Yeah, click on it and off link.
Okay.
I use my phone to do most of the controls for the other repeaters. I just move them around, put them in different rooms during the day. Ham Benson just passed. I had the 8-8 in that room for a good part of the day, just listening to the guys. Got it up at Ham Benson.
So the answer is it's easy to do.
Okay.
And we do it quickly. That's good.
Phil?
Or key up your mic and announce that the repeater is now dedicated to Aries races. On the traffic, please stand by.
That's all
That
right,
would be
yeah.
the obvious first thing to do.
Yes.
But we may have a situation where, for whatever reason, we want to disconnect it from.
But I think, Dawn, once you correct me if I'm not mistaken, there was a situation where you were trying, or someone was trying to bring up the Aries net on 3-3, and there was digital going on, and someone got
Yeah.
annoyed.
Yeah.
So
They
that's the
act
kind
like
of,
babies about
that's the
it.
kind of thing we don't want to have.
Different system, nobody had real control over that, unless that one person wasn't around.
Yeah, well, that one person was acting like a baby.
All right. Steve, like I said, you're the trustee. Are you okay with this?
Actually, I think it's a good idea.
I really just want to start with getting Pasco County talking to each other.
Yeah.
It's so
That's a guy.
annoying trying to drive down 52 and you're at 41 losing everything.
Do
One
we
of
have,
the issues we've had with the freeze race season Skyward Index is we're using the 6-7, we're over here.
Yeah.
And we don't really talk to anybody over there. We can
That's right.
go to the 3-3 and we can talk to everybody over here and over there because they're linked together at least.
Bottom line, I could throw all three of them into analog and then all three repeaters key up at once.
Yeah,
Whether you're sitting at the clubhouse or you're sitting in my backyard drinking a beer.
exactly. Then everybody can check in and,
But I've noticed a lot of people don't make it over to that side.
so you can actually take the 6-7 and the 3-3 and link them analog?
If I had to, yeah, a little fine tuning on the computer.
What's the delay like?
Except I need to talk to the person that will put the firmware on there, or at least go up to the repeater site and tell it to back down on the, I'll tell you off later. I just need to turn the ID to not transmit with tone, if you have it correct.
Yeah.
Even that, it doesn't matter.
The
Because the
repeater
call
does-
sign are the same, it's gonna be the same repeater.
Yeah, the repeater transmits the PL tone.
Yeah.
That's about it.
With one of the later, with one of the later revisions of the firmware, there's the option to tell it the ID without a PL.
Oh,
So I don't know, do you have a PL going out on transmit right now?
yes.
yeah.
Okay. That would just like be great. And since it's a local thing, it really won't matter if it does, it doesn't.
So the only difference would be the ID with that PL.
The ID and the
So
hang
it's
timer.
PL with communication.
The 12 scale hang time, whatever you wanna call it. You wanna shorten that up a little bit?
Yeah.
So with that all being said, do we have a motion to go along with what Chris just said?
So moved. What would
We
that
got-
motion look like?
Yeah.
I didn't hear you.
What would that motion look like?
I don't know. Well, we did have Jim's, did we have someone, did someone second the motion? What did he say?
He said he hadn't heard the
Didn't heard
motion.
him. He hasn't, we haven't heard a motion yet.
Do we have a motion to accept, putting, what Chris just spoke about?
Looking into
We
it.
need to hear from Chris precisely what it is he's trying to say. before
There you go.
we Decide whether we're interested.
Okay.
Maybe Chris should make.
The opportunity to link 2 to 3 repeaters in Pasco County for Aries races nets.
That's very specific, thank you.
So moved.
And it won't be anytime soon, it will be a little bit of work, considering I'll have to pick up another radio too.
Okay, so we've got Jim, I know you call like. Ed 4, is it, and you did. Okay, thank you.
All in favor?
Jim just seconded, and
Chris?
Jim was the
Jim.
two Jims. Okay.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Now, let's see if we can get back on track here. Aries Races with Phil.
Nothing to report.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute, yes, there is one thing. June is the last month in the current quarter, and I will be putting together the NCS schedule for the third quarter of 26, July, August, and September. And anyone who's interested in taking an evening, please contact me, kf4dpp at gmail.com.
All right, thank you, Bill. You know, there's a gentleman standing back there. I must apologize. I don't know who you are, but welcome.
My name is Luis Nancy Lima Omay.
Well,
I
welcome.
live right here in
Fantastic.
Embassy.
Okay.
Oh, that's up by your house.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I did.
If you like this, if you like,
Have a seat.
but yeah, if you like
I
this,
want to go up there.
if you like to sit, there's extra chairs back there. Oh, you want to stand? Okay. Okay, as long as you're comfortable. All right. The Aries and Races. Now next we're going.
Well, not really to report, just, there's a lot more participation and, we still need some net controllers. It's all under control now and everybody's assigned. But if I have anybody absenteeism, you don't jump in. If you don't hear anybody running the net, just jump in, grab the mic.
I would like to make one note on what Dawn just said. If you're scheduled for the net on a specific Tuesday and you can't make it, if you can try to give someone a call to cover. I know that Greg is always there, but it would be nice if you can't make it, just to call me or call whoever and just ask if they can fill in for you.
Question.
Yes, sir.
Am I net control tomorrow night?
I believe so.
Okay.
There you go. There you go.
Well, sometimes these things can change.
Yeah.
Okay, our PIO officer, Bill, he's not, I don't see Bill here this evening, so we'll pass on that. Training, well, as far as training goes, right now we do have a general class that's going on. We're going to have a technician kind of going simultaneously with the general class. I mean, not at the same time, but basically, you know, 2 separate sessions. The extra class license classes will start in July. So if any of you want to go for your extra class tickets, we'll have classes in July for that.
Were you 3 months ago?
How long is the class? I mean,
A month.
month? I think so.
All right. The VE testing with Jeff.
This month in May, we had one upgrade to general class and one new technician at our session. Our next session will be June the 1st, Wednesday, right here at 6:30 in the evening. And June will be the last chance to take the current extra class exam. There is a new question pool that takes effect in July. So anyone who's been studying, this is the last chance here before the pool changes.
Okay. Jeff, thank you. Sunshine and Dawn.
Nothing to report.
Well, that's good news. Okay. Let's see. Sunshine. Repeaters and Barry.
All right, well, Al's not here tonight. 6, 7, what I've been hearing of it's been running real good. No problem with it at all. We still got one piece of hard line we have to put in over there. And that is about it for that right now.
Okay. Just want to go to this calendar for a second. It says here that in June, we got the set exercise, Steve?
Yeah, we're not having it
We're not.
at this point.
Okay.
Not doing anything with that. I'll leave it in there just in case.
Okay, this I spoke to you earlier about, the setup for field-based software. You said Chris has that. Chris, you got that under control?
Yep, got it.
Okay, so we're good there. Let's see, do we want to have a luncheon in June?
No.
No?
I'd say no, because field day will have lunch there.
Well,
You got field day, but you also got the Raft River Room too.
Yeah.
This is also on Saturdays.
okay. So we'll pass on we'll pass on the luncheon. All right.
Mike,
Oh, I'm sorry, Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the tags for the trailers because they do expire June of 16. So I'll ask Tim to go out there and put those tags on the trailers and put the registrations. Where's the tower registrations then?
It's probably in the box in the front of the trailer,
Okay.
in a plastic bag probably.
I hope so.
Because if not, we could take out one, put that in a zip tie or something.
And since we have two of these, I wrote on it, which one is the antenna trailer and which one's the common trailer? Because
Now-
it doesn't say it anywhere else in here.
Yeah, it does, license plate.
Yeah, you could do that. But that doesn't help me along my record keeping.
This one here, I don't know. To talk about it now, I think it's lengthy, but I'm going to leave this up to basically the board. Norm is not here, and he sent me an email about the website and what he wants to do, who he wants to go with. As you know, as of the 16th of June, who was the gentleman that was chained for it? I forget his, Jerry Patterson. Well, that's no more. So he sent me an email which I can sit here and read and we can go at it, or do you think we can leave it until the board meeting in 2 weeks? Jim, what do you think?
That's fine. I thought you were gonna go to a new system.
Well, that's what he wants to do. But again, this is the last meeting before field day.
Yeah, general meeting.
We need to do more on field day and table the other to.
Okay, so we'll table that until the board meeting and then we'll, okay, that's fine.
And I have a correction.
Okay.
Actually, tomorrow is Guy's turn, AK4YL, according to the list I have on the Gulf Coast site. And I don't see you on here at all, Jim, but, you know, if Guy's absent, you just don't take it. And, let's see.
Wait, you don't have Jim at all?
No.
I got an idea, Jim. Paul is not able to do the net any longer, and I've been taking his place. Can we put, would you take,
June 2, I head to Ohio for the summer.
oh, you're heading to Ohio?
Oh, yeah, I forgot, well, I can't do it no more,
But-
but I'll
but-
put him in Carl's place.
No, you can't do that. He's going to Ohio for the.
June 2, but I'll be here tomorrow.
Okay, so, and I don't know, because Guy's turn is tomorrow, but, if he,
I think last week we had a confusion about who was the
Last
net
week
control
it-
station, because it wasn't the same person who is was on the website.
My name was there on that. May 17th, it was my turn.
And what's his name? I think, is that what you're talking about?
I just remember there was confusion.
Yeah,
over
there
who
was a
supposed to be
little
named.
bit.
I wasn't involved.
Yes, sir.
It was my turn.
If I may, even though we tabled the discussion about the website, this is a good example. The point that was made was the website is not modifiable at this point because the software's too old that we have. So in order to be able to do that, in order to be able to put current information on, we've got to completely rewrite it.
Well, that's true.
That being the case, we go with another site where we have better control and it's cheaper. And that's it in a nutshell. That was 45 minutes condensed down to what, one?
Bad.
What he is suggesting, by the way, is that we go with a company called In Motion. Have you heard it? Has anyone heard of that, In Motion? And he's saying that it would cost the club, let's see, 1 year, $5.99 a month for a total of $71.88 a year, or we can get a two-year subscription at $5.39 a month for a yearly cost of $129.36. Tech support is 24/7, 365 via a ticket or live chat. Well, anyway, but it's like Steve said, it has to be moved anyway. So, Steve, just table it until the board meeting.
Again?
Chris.
I think Steve, that's not Steve, Norm's doing good, let him move it to wherever he wants. Either way, it's gonna cost you a couple of dollars, write a check, let him have it. Whatever, wherever he wants to put it. You know, less discussion, less headache for everyone else.
So why don't
There you go.
why don't we do this?
You're in charge.
It's
Do
coming
something.
up. It's coming up on the top of the hour. So why don't we put this aside for now and go with field day, because field day is important. And,
When is it?
I'm sorry. Did you say when is it? Is that what you said?
Thanks, Chris.
The last weekend of the month, the last
The
weekend.
25th and the 26th, I believe.
You can see people show up on the 15th and the 16th, yeah?
So at this point, we'll yield the time.
Point of order.
Okay.
I got something to go over before we go into that.
Okay.
Okay, may I?
Absolutely.
Thank you. All right, come up June 11th. We do it every year. It's the Rap River Run. Need at least 10 communicators for that. The first race is at 6:30 a.m. In other words, by 6 o'clock, we have to be in position. That's a 5-mile start at 6:30. After that, they have a 5K run, walk, starts at 7:45. I try to, on both areas, if I can use people from one area and move them over to another area, usually works out pretty good. If not, you stay in one location, you cover both races. I do have a sign-up sheet up front here, so if you are available, please sign up. Remember, we have to be there by 6 a.m. It is at Sims Park in Newport Richey. Please note, Sims Park has changed. That whole driving around that Sims Park area has changed. You can't drive around it like you used to. It used to be a circle there. There ain't no circle there no more. So, they will have streets closed off that morning. And I'll be announcing on the net also. So, if you're free, you have a portable or you have a mobile, please sign up. That's it.
We just have
One
to get
question.
somebody to pull the trailer.
No trailer.
We're not
Okay.
pulling the trailer?
Instead of us coming up to Sims Park, could we get our assignments on the radio?
Yeah, I will have maps. If anybody's done it last year, you have your maps from last year, go ahead and use those, because they're the same maps, same routes. Okay.
I think I got them from the last 4 to 5 of them had, and I don't have them dated.
But anyway, well, basically, I think about 3 years ago, that's when they went over to the two races. So, within the last 3 years, if you have maps from that, it's gonna be the same. I will have maps in case you need them. See me after the meeting, and I can give you the website. They might have maps if you want to download it ahead of time, and then I'll figure out who's gonna go where and what.
You're gonna take the trailer up there?
No.
No, okay.
No, we never do. And I want, it's just too much confusion to have it up there. Okay, thank you.
Barry, because of what you do of Sims Park, what about parking areas? Are they gonna-
There is a little parking area behind Sims Park. There is if anybody was to the Hurricane Expo, there is a parking lot right there opposite Sims Park. Like 4 lanes of, 4 columns of cars you can park, Angle Park. Just opposite Sims Park. I can't think of Rand.
Old Main, I think it's Old Main.
Old Main.
You got Main.
Yeah.
One street.
Yeah, it's right off of Main Street, but it's Grand. That's what it is. Grand and Sims Park. If you came down, if you head north on Grand from Maine, you run right into that little parking lot.
Barry, one more question. Is most of those positions standing positions?
Either in the car or you can stand.
Oh, where you
Yeah.
can sit in the car?
If you can bring your portable, you can bring chairs outside.
We even accept wheelchairs with antennas mounted on.
Okay.
I don't believe me.
Chris, did you have a question? Okay. All right, are we clear to go now with field day? Go ahead, Chris.
Okay, thank you, Mike. Field day, 4th weekend of the month, next month. Starts at 2 p.m. Saturday, ends at 2 p.m. Sunday, 24-hour period running through. I have passed along some sheets throughout the table. I see most of you have gotten them. Anybody not received a sign-up sheet for field day that wants one? Anybody who has one filled out, you could pass it forward or bring it to me after the meeting. That would be great. Looks like we're probably going to be out running 2 Alpha, 2 HF stations, plus a VHF station and a Golda station. OEK has volunteered to run the Golda station, the station that will put the public on the air. Basically what I need on these sheets here, who's going to be there? I'd like to have a head count. I'd like to know who, what time you can, and what you want to do. You want to talk on the radio, you want to Morse code on the radio, you want to set up, break down, what your availability is, so we can plan this a little bit better than normal, I guess.
It's from
But,
2 p.m. Saturday to 2 p.m. Sunday?
It starts at 2 p.m. Saturday and ends at 2 p.m. Sunday.
Chris?
Yes, sir.
What time are we actually on site?
Barry? What time are we on site there, so?
I'd say around 10 o'clock, 10 to 11 o'clock, then we have lunch.
Okay.
On
I think.
Saturday?
Huh?
On Saturday?
Yep.
Okay.
That's for setup.
What happens on Friday?
Yeah.
We
Don't
never
need
set
to.
up on Friday.
Don't need to.
Yes, the sheet says Friday. Some clubs set up on Friday and then meet the next day.
Okay.
They operate a little
But
different.
we're not.
Yeah, I mean, it only takes us an hour and a half, no more than 2 hours to set up. that's complete.
That's the usual setup time. Mast, poles, your case trailers, and dipoles. So that would be good to get it done in that little bit of time. Then
Let me throw something there quick.
Yeah.
Alright, people, we need bodies, help set up. Run coaxes out, help with the dipoles, setting them up, all that. If you, you know, it's not real hard work, I'll help with the hard work. But if you can help a little, that's all that matters. Everybody helps, makes the work a lot easier for everybody else. And then don't forget tear down too. Okay.
definitely more bodies out there running tables, makes it a lot easier.
Just show them anything you have to do.
Yeah, well, you know, I've been doing
Until it gets done right.
A lot of us have done them for years, a lot of new guys, come on out, feel the heat, get experience.
You taught me to do it.
Make sure you hydrate.
Bring lots of water, bring your drinks, bring what you need for the day. You might be there an hour, you might be there 12 hours. It all depends on how you feel that day, how much you want to operate, but we're going to need a lot of operators. A lot of stations, overnight, morning, evening, all the way up to 2 p.m. Sunday. I've been to some events where you have 8 transmitters going half the day. I've been to some events where you have too many people and only 2 transmitters. So this sheet will hopefully give me a better idea of who's going to be there and what time they say or what shift time they can be there. We've got people taking care of generators right here, folding tables, I guess we're getting from here, radios, I think we got that covered. The GOTA station, you're bringing all your stuff from power supply to antenna, right? Perfect, that's one less thing we have to worry about.
Also,
Right?
HF radio will be available. You need it.
Also, I think you got, Bill, NG4L, he usually sets up 6-meter station.
That's perfect, I don't know about guy, but look forward to talking to him, because I'm a 6-meter guy too. Like to hang out out there. To and from, it looks like we got it all covered there, breakfast, lunch, dinner. There's gonna be barbecue for Saturday lunch, right?
Well, that's up to the president.
Bringing the barbecue, we're doing food up there, we ordering pizzas.
What have we done in the past?
Yeah,
I think the club has gotten the hamburgers and hot dogs and people brought dishes. You know,
Same as the picnic, right?
yeah, basically almost like a picnic, yeah.
Well, then, if that's what we've done in the past, we'll do it.
Who would say-
Right, Dave?
Yeah,
Yeah, usually the club gets the hamburgers and hot dogs,
hamburgers and hot dogs.
and then people bring a dish or something.
So now, do you want to do it on the charcoal grill,
The gas grill,
the gas grill?
yeah.
Okay.
I think that'd be a lot easier than
And
the charcoal.
you will have your cook there, who does an exceptionally good fine job.
good, I've done the cooking for the last 2 years.
I've been
It's
doing
good
a
to
lot
see someone else
longer.
doing it.
I've been doing a lot longer.
Hey, let me tell you something. One year somebody forgot the food and we had to order pizza.
Well, we will do it.
That's what it takes.
Chris,
Yes, sir.
that is the copy
Okay,
of the insurance thing. You wanna hold on to that?
not really. I got enough junk in there.
I'll
Okay.
take
You're not
care
gonna
of
be
it,
out
Steve. I'm responsible.
One of the,
It has to be on site.
they have a copy. This is our copy. It would be nice if we had it with us.
I suggest we put it into the trailer,
Okay.
We can do that.
yeah, would give it to Tim.
The other thing is, although we've talked about doing it in the past, we can have food for our people, which is fine. We cannot, however, sell food or drinks. We do that and we violate the insurance agreement.
Unless they wanna make a donation.
Yeah.
Oh, we wants to make a donation, that's fine, we'll be happy to take donations. And we do take anything, we even take things smaller than $1,000 bills.
Yeah.
Just in case.
As long as the instructor.
You will keep the change? Okay.
No, it goes in the can.
Everybody fill that can. Sure that can comes up there. But does anybody have questions about field day? What they want to do, what's expected. New people out there in the back. Hi, how you doing? Gonna break you in. You two, you three with the threes. You guys participated in the field day up there.
Barry, you gonna put the trail in the same place?
Yeah, everything's gonna be in the same place. We just gotta figure out who's gonna be going it up there.
Okay.
Get two people.
Steve, right? Green shirt?
Yeah, Ralph.
Really? Really? Okay, I'm thinking of somebody else then. Yes, sir.
I gotta make this, but when you say it's in the same place, there's a few people in here that don't know where the same place is, so.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
And say that on the radio too. Yeah.
Okay.
Don wants to go, but he says, where do I go?
13, 3rd Avenue.
Easy Mini Storage, US 19 North.
Hudson.
Hudson, just around, what's that?
Before
Denton
Denton
Street,
Avenue.
across from Circle K. Look for the guy with the big tower on the trailer.
Is that where the Hamfest was?
Same place as the Hamfest.
Just north of New York Avenue.
Well, it's quite a ways up.
It's on the website, it'll be on the repeater. Just grab a
That's the
microphone.
fire station. Oh, that's right, the fire station before New York, yeah, New York. Yeah, before Denton. Now it's on the Tuesday night net.
You're going north on 19.
Yeah.
Yep.
You cross New York Avenue going north. If you hit the light at Denton Avenue, you went too far.
Yeah.
It's south of Denton Avenue.
Yep.
Look for the Circle K on the left.
Sign, black letters.
Can't miss it.
Anybody
Bunch
want-
of people in the front yard looking at each other going, who's got the cable?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Anybody who wants the address, just see me. And I've got the GPS.
Anybody with questions on, again, what they want to do, what's expected?
You say show time is on Saturday. Would you like us to be there to help set up? Is that Saturday at 10 a.m.?
Saturday at 10 a.m.
Okay.
Have set up, go out and eat a little bit, come back, everybody get
Yeah.
ready, double check everything, triple check everything. 2 o'clock, we're gonna be calling CQ.
Yeah.
Before that, we're gonna be making sure logbooks and all the networking is correct. The trail is set up, air conditioning, you know, a lot of stuff that we're not gonna discuss here, but common knowledge is set up before we actually sit down and grab a mic.
Okay, exactly.
Yes, sir.
For operator or logging times, is it a certain, like an hour you're there, or an hour off, or how does that work, or have you decided that yet?
We're not gonna do times. You wanna come in and log down?
Just have a
seat.
feel.
Have a
Okay.
seat.
Okay, I didn't know.
Seat's empty, the operator can log, but I like to see everybody get a little bit of radio time, everybody get a little bit of login time, and everybody have a good time, basically.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Chris, what logging program are we using?
Oh, the N3's
FJP.
FJP software.
Okay.
Chris,
It works, I've used it for years. Shoot.
I don't want to put anyone on the spot. So I'm going to look at a few people and ask if you're planning to come to field day, and if you are, if you might be in a position to help with setup and tear down. Mike, are you going to be around for field day? That's Saturday, the 25th.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know
Okay.
if there's, you know, if I'm booked on wrestling shows or like, you know.
Oh, God, you probably know Steve.
I don't know when I'll be in town, when I'm not in town.
Okay. So Rodney, are you gonna be available?
I'm planning on helping with setup and.
He was gonna bring the AC.
Yeah, he has it in the car.
Don?
Yeah, I can be there Saturday, like around 2 o'clock to help with take down and clean up.
Oh, no, that's set up. Oh, you're gonna, okay, so
Sunday
Sunday.
around 2 o'clock to take down and clean up. I can help with that on Sunday.
Like to operate or?
I don't have a license, sir, so I can't do that.
Yeah,
You
it
like-
does that station,
No.
ETA.
No, actually, can't he, as well as
can
getting control
jump.
on?
Normally the control operator at the point.
So you can go on the air.
Oh.
He enters some good.
You will learn the ropes. You see what all the,
Yeah,
we don't want to screw you, we want everybody to come in and enjoy.
So far, we've got Raji for setup, we've got Don for tear down, right?
Tear down and clean up,
On
yeah.
Sunday. We've got, Tim, I want to volunteer you for this, okay?
He's 24 hours.
For set up and tear down. I will do whatever I can. Barry, would you?
What are you looking at me for?
He's gonna go around.
I'm gonna be busy.
Help me climb in the tower.
That, I'll probably be doing that too, yeah.
Chris, we got one other thing.
What's that?
We usually come in Saturday morning, we gotta load the trailers up. We've also gotta pick up tables, chairs, and all the stuff we use.
That's why I put the Friday on there, who can come down
Well, I tell you
and
what,
start
we
getting
come in there, but we can't, we won't be able to move the trailers.
Yeah.
We can pick them up, we can go in Fridays, load up.
Okay.
Well,
Some more
how
people
many
come in
tables and
Friday.
chairs you gonna take?
Not like there's a lot of chairs or tables I would use.
40 tables.
It's a pop-up,
Six
tent or
chairs for each
something,
one.
pantry.
And what about the canopies? How many of those do you need?
We
have
got
some
one,
canopy
right?
there.
We got one right now?
Yeah, we got the one in the trailer.
And what about one you have, Chris?
Right.
The other one's in my garage, and I won't be here.
I've got one 10 by 10, I don't know.
Bring it.
We do too. We've got one 10 by 10.
If you like to bring it so we can use it, bring it.
Does it have sides?
No.
Neither does mine, okay.
We
It's
can,
always
we
good
can
to
sit
get
time
people in
together.
chairs to, you know,
Right.
socialize out of the sun.
Shade, right.
Exactly, the shade.
We can
What
sit time
usually
together.
happens is we don't have sides on any of them.
Yeah,
We move the chairs back and forth, depending on whether it's sun or rain.
Yeah, right?
Barry,
So we get
we'll take, we'll have
some,
two available.
I had an idea. Get the blue tarps like you see in all the rooms, and put those on the side.
Saturday or,
and load the trailers on.
you mean Saturday or Friday?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Saturday morning. What about 9?
Yeah, let's take it 9:30. We gotta make sure, we gotta find it, make sure somebody tows them up there.
I don't know.
You think
I've got
Beautiful.
And so we'll.
Well, you got the account.
Whenever, whatever, we took the.
Whatever set up.
We gotta see if the one more bill is gonna be taking the other
Yeah.
one.
Sure.
Uh, people with the tech license, right? This is your golden opportunity to get on HF. Believe me, if you got a tech license, this is the time to go to field day. You'll be able to get on other bands that normally you can't get on. You know, except for CW. Good.
How many contestants do we have in the room that love calling CQ and running numbers and working high 559 next? Okay. You're all gonna like make contacts for field day. They're short, simple, sweet, easy exchange. WA4GDN 2 Alpha, West Central Florida. Everything is printed out. I have sheets. They'll be attached to in front of all the radios so no one gets confused. And even if you do get confused, you can't make any mistakes. It's field day. No one's driving around looking for you if you make a mistake. If you make a mistake, just know it down. I made a mistake. You know, you get the exchange. You give the exchange. 7-3, QRZ. On to the next one. You're here to make contacts and have a good time. Keyword, have a good time on the radio.
There's the one time of the year you go for the throat.
Yeah. It's gonna be noisy as all hell on the air. Some people might wanna bring down their headphones if they have a set of headphones that they like to use.
Yes.
It'll be noisy, there'll be 2, maybe 3 radios floating around. Digital stuff in the background, running PSK, if anybody has PSK experience. You can't blow anything up. I'm not gonna worry if you're off frequency. You might worry if you're out of band, but if you're off frequency or you're not making the right contact, no problem. Someone's there to coach. Just ask. That's what it's about.
We should have a list of the frequencies where you can go.
Got it down on sheets, ready to be taped through transmitters. Call sign, copy of the license, everything, so it looks neat, and, forget you just look at the wall.
Question.
Shoot.
So if we're running 2 Alpha, and I wanna, or if someone wants to operate CW, and someone wants to operate digital, because phone is a given.
Yeah.
So that other radio, that second radio, is going to be everything, it's gonna be.
You could have a second, you could have a third, we're not gonna, most likely, we're not gonna have all 3 going at the same time. So I got all the wires and stuff plugged into the back of my Kenwood with digital, and there's another radio with a CW key. Go ahead, go for it. We do have, I didn't see an email floating around, we do have the PIO did put something in the paper, I guess, was that you guys sent it to me, or Bill, or something?
Bill must have sent it.
Bill must have sent it to me, it's in the paper, or at least the request that went out, so. Bonus points I'll take care of, I'll look at what we have, what we do.
Oh, we need somebody to copy WW.
And I got that sheet down there too, what times it is, and I'll make sure the computer's on that. Oh, I got Mike next to me. To get those, couple of points for copying the bulletin for that day, and the schedule I have.
Chris?
Yes, sir.
We have to have a safety officer do the points.
Oh, that's right, yeah, I saw that in the bill,
Yeah, that's what I
that
do.
sure is it.
Somebody will make sure the place ain't gonna burn down when we transmit. Nobody gets zapped, nobody puts the tower 2 feet away from the power lines, you know? They're done, we laugh.
Oh, I have
Been
a
done,
story.
Dave.
Where's your sense of adventure?
I don't know, really, you can't light yourself up on field day, what good are you?
Family of Hams decided to put an antenna up,
The only
At
problem with
night.
the safety officer is
and they,
he
the
can't be buried.
antenna
If he's
landed
up-
on
if
power
he's up
lines,
the
they
tower,
all got
he can't be
shot.
safety officer.
Yep.
No, I have a complete view of the whole area.
So there was 3 fried hams.
That's the time to warm up the antenna.
So who will be the safety officer?
I don't see a problem with having Barry up there.
Barry, you okay with that?
Yeah, all right.
Man, he's most qualified.
Good, I can tell you, buddy, shut down, you're in violation of safety.
We'll get him a badge. Just like hall monitor. We'll be the coax monitor.
Hello, my name is Gary, safety officer. That works.
I see here on the calendar where it says contact the ARRL with field day locations. Do we do that?
That's already been
That's in
done.
there.
That's done.
We're on the map. Any other questions? Everybody psyched as I am?
Yeah. What
Yeah.
software are you using for field?
Who?
What software for?
Everybody else loves.
Where?
It's free, everybody's got it basically.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are, it's all plugged in my camera.
I thought we were using that other one.
What?
I thought you said the log program?
No.
Oh, for,
PSK.
oh, PSK.
Yeah.
Oh, I did it,
2 screens.
It is rain or shine, because someone's already asked me, oh, you cancel it if it's raining? Oh, no, it's a happening thing, right?
It's a happening thing. If it's a couple of clouds up there, I've been up there in the floods, in the rain, you have to put the tables up.
Yeah.
You still operate.
That's the east side for you.
At the east side, everything rains down.
There, by the way, there are a few more young people in this club. One,
That is true. Who has kids?
Noel,
Everybody has kids. Bring them.
Noel and before him.
His son's a ham.
Good.
Robert, KM4 as our team.
Okay.
So hopefully we can get them to pitch in and help us with the.
Yeah, I've seen the issue.
Did you talk with Rodney about the air conditioning?
Yeah, he has it in the car.
It's here, right, it's on site, being delivered in here tonight, today.
Very good, Rodney. Thank
What are we
you.
doing for duct work on that? We got the duct work?
That's what the air conditioning.
To build and create something.
Was somebody gonna bring some duct work in or something?
I thought it was a combination of
Noel
Noel
was-
and Noel.
They were gonna build a box and.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we got a month ago.
Anything else I can do? Answer.
Yeah,
Okay.
one comment on field day. Is I tell people when they ask me what's field day, so it's a chance for the amateurs to go out in the woods, live off of roots and berries, and communicate for 24 hours all over the country, potentially all over the world, using emergency power. What happens when the world stops? This is what we do.
All right.
And we have fun doing it.
I was at Tropical Storm Debbie doing field day. Got flooded out of my tent and had to spend the rest of the night in my car.
That'll teach you to go to the east
One
side.
person to send a traffic message from WA4GN that day, so we can get those bonus points.
I'll do it.
That's what I was hoping for. Okay.
Send it, I'll write it up and hand it to him. It's not the same. I'll get pictures of that.
So, there you go.
I know better than that.
Can't wait to our previous,
Does the section manager,
He comes around, we feel, we give him a message.
does the section manager know when we're going?
I thought so. I think he's, doing one of those, this weekend he was down doing some race, big race. So I'll give him a run this week. But he usually follows the map, I guess.
Well, he'll be traveling by.
He's got a big section, so.
I forgot something too. It just did me. It might be a nice idea to send an invitation to our new emergency management director.
That's go.
Yeah,
And,
because I was,
and is it?
She's on the website, right? Under the,
Yeah, you probably
she got some title there.
Oh, yeah, I hear you're kind of antisocial too.
Oh,
I don't know.
The new, emergency management
He's not happy.
director,
oh, nice. We don't need somebody like that.
you know. Well, what I understand, Hurricane Expo, he didn't really introduce himself to anybody.
Anybody
No.
with an edge will work.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the thing. I was able to do it for a couple of years, and I'm not in that position anymore.
Yes, he's one.
And I won't be here.
We're ready.
With the radio too? Radio and the laptop?
No, because, I got at least one or two reports out.
Because I've got paid 57
I don't know. Hope not.
Okay, back to, presidential control.
Oh, God.
I thank you, Chris.
You're welcome.
Is there anyone that has any questions, or would anyone like to bring up anything before we adjourn the meeting?
I have a question,
Jerry?
and I hope this is not an inappropriate time, but is it going to be possible to get a club T-shirt? Anytime soon?
That's another question, that's been asked of me by several people. And here's where we're at. It's to my understanding that Art, is that his name?
Yeah.
Art, Linda's husband, who was the one to go to. He was getting it prepared, but unfortunately, he's not in the greatest of health. So we haven't, I mean, I don't even have a T-shirt myself.
And neither does Chris.
And okay, so, Chris has, I don't know if he spoke to me about it or spoke to somebody about it, but it came back to me that you are in a position to get these T-shirts made.
I made contact with the people that print the shirts. They're both side custom T-shirts over on Ridge Road, but that's about as far as I got with field day and everything else going on. So shirts we'll work on next meeting. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
You need a price, you need an answer now.
The only thing is, I don't want to step on Art's toes. If he still wants to take care of that.
I don't know what his situation is now. Last time I saw him, which was about 2 weeks ago. No, I saw him somewhere else.
Oh.
He was doing better, but he's still undergoing a lot of treatment. And that's why Linda resigned as secretary.
Right.
By the way, all of our minutes for the last couple of years are in Braille. So if you want to read them, have at it.
I thought you could word them over.
So,
I would say at this point,
you know what I'm gonna do? I'll send an email to Bill, because Bill seems pretty close to Linda and Art. And then I'll just ask him if he can ask Art and Linda what he wants to do with the T-shirts, and if he wants to step down from that, you know, then maybe we can pass it on to somebody. Does that sound
We
okay?
had some shirts on hand, do you know if they're all gone?
The only one that, there's one left, and it's a 3X. Oh.
Hey,
That's a text,
I was in the
man.
dryer a couple of times at least.
He resembles that.
Oh, I gotta get going
Huh?
there. Huh?
Yeah, no,
All right, so that was a good question, Jerry, about the T-shirts, and we'll get to, we'll get it answered.
Progress.
Okay. Any other questions, comments, anything before we adjourn for tonight? Okay, do we have a motion to adjourn?
move to adjourn.
We got Dave, and then we got Ralph.
Can we do this afterwards?
Okay?
Jeff and Joe, that's after the meeting.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
Guys,
Thank you all for coming.